You join me and 3 close friends as we head across the channel into France to the beautiful Marne Valley Carp-fisheries. Fine wine, cheeses, nights out and big carp is what this week's holiday entailed.
I can't believe Colin's got the biggest in the lake. Do you know what I mean? It's just what I do.
Rock hard, not many fish. My mate's had 30.
Fish showing everywhere as well, so it's definitely part of the cast tonight.
Cool.
Sutton, this is a PB run.
So join us and see how 4 good friends have got amongst some of the stock that resides in this venue.
Yeah, what way to finish?
Went off, mate.
Seen a few fish out in front of here, so that's really good, so that's a good start. But yeah, we're here at Givenchy Lake, Marne Valley Carp-fisheries. A few of the lads, there's 4 of us, me, George, Alex and Connor, have all travelled over to France to have a little bit of a social, shall we, so to speak. But yeah, the way we decided swims is we flipped a coin for each half, so me and Connor had one half and George and Alex had the other half. But yeah, so we flipped the coin. Luckily we won the toss, so we decided to jump in the big double swim and have a proper social. And yeah, here we are. Connor, he wanted to fish one side, I wanted to fish the other. Perfect. We didn't even have to do a flip a coin for that either. So yeah, that's perfect. But I think they go up to like, I think the owner said it was like nearly £80. I think they go to in here, so that's perfect. But yeah, let's see how the week progresses. Let's get everything out the vans. We've already been to the shops already before we turned up because we were a little bit earlier, so we went to the shops. So yeah, let's see what happens. As we begin to set up base camp, get rigs tied, bait and spots prepared, it didn't take long for one of us to be bent into our first fish. As George netted his second carp, he got it quickly unhooked and slipped back as he knew he had a much bigger fish waiting for him in the sling.
No worries. That and a 57 in the sling.
3, 2.
Mate, that is.
Right.
Weighing in at just over £57, George was on cloud 9. Not a bad way to start. Oh, still lively. After George having that 57 earlier, managed to get in on the action with mid-30. Lovely jubbly, it's getting dark, so let's slip it back, get the rod back out. Nice way to start the morning. It's a bit lively, slip it back, get the rod back out, put a few more spoms out. Hopefully the next bite isn't too far away. Right, day 2. It was quite an eventful night, obviously having that lovely upper 30 common yesterday. Had a great night's sleep, got up about, got up for first light about 4:30, 5, just to refresh the rods and put a little bit more bait out, and it didn't take long. And the left-hander was away. A lovely 31 10 I think it was, mirror. That was perfect. That was a double 15mm nutcrackers, so they're definitely eating the bait, obviously not singling out anything. So yeah, after that fish, got the rod back out and just repeated the process, put another 10 spoms over the top. And then last night I lost one on my right hander. I was a bit gutted about that. It was just stripping line. I spoke to when the owner came around this morning. He goes, yeah, he probably looked one of the catfish that's in here. So I was like, it's not like nice losing them, but that'd do. Like knowing that there's that, I just weren't stopping it really. So yeah, no, put the marker float back out there, went out in the boat. Just spreading boilies everywhere, about the size of half a tennis court. So they're not homing in on one spot. They're just coming in, picking a few baits up and then moving along. But yeah, that rod's back out. That's on the same as what's out in the middle on the other 2 rods, the double 15s nutcrackers. Yeah, so a bit later on, we'll in the week we'll go through the rigs if they don't change, of how I'm approaching it this week. But yeah, this storm's rolling in. I think we're gonna take a bit more shelter. I'm gonna have a cup of tea and chill out for a few hours, I think, until it passes. So yeah, let's get that kettle on, have a cup of tea and chill out.
As the rain continued for the rest of that day, sadly there was no more carp for any of us. Hopefully tomorrow might be a better day. As we woke up day 3, yet again we were met with more rain, but it didn't take long. As soon as the rain stopped, a right hand rod was bent round and I was into my first fish of the day.
Well, there you go. After a little tactical change, didn't take long and this little one come along. £21. Can't really grumble at that. We're gonna grab a few snapshots of this, and then what we'll do is a bit later on we'll run you through the rig. It's a bite time now, so gotta get the rod out quick. So yeah, the change worked. And what a scaly one it is. Let's slip her back. Oh good.
After slipping that scaly one back and getting the rod back out with only 50 baits over the top, didn't take long for something a little bit special to grace my landing there.
How big do you reckon, mate? Can you tell?
45 minutes.
44 3/4. Last one.
412, I do.
Oh, well. Calm down, boy.
There we go. After George absolutely annihilating it over the other side. How many you on now?
12, 13.
With biggest?
250 pounders.
That'd do. Followed his lead. And look at that. £45 leather. Let's get some snapshots of this. Slipper back. Happy days. Can you press that red button?
Red one, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, well, that was an eventful 24 hours. Yesterday didn't manage to really do much really. We were bivvy bound all day. We went to the shops and yeah, we were just bivvy bound all day really. It was raining constantly, like heavy rain as well. At one point I think there was rivers running through both bivvies and we're even on gravel, so you know, that's how much rain we had. But yeah, last night done a little tactical change down into the right hand corner. There was a lot of fish showing and yeah, just a little nutcracker wafter down there with about 50 baits over the top of it, and it didn't take long. And the first one, and it was away. It was for my first one for the evening, and that was, I think it was like mid-20, I think it was. And then put the rod back out, done exactly the same thing, 50 baits over the top, and I don't even think the rod was at 5 minutes, and it was a £45 leather. And I was like, that'd do nicely. And then yeah, it just went downhill from there really. Had another bite, lost it, hook just pulled, don't know why. And then the second I had a bite again, and sadly that dropped off. And then yeah, that was it. My evening sort of slowed up from then. Didn't have anything through the night, but Connor next to me, obviously we doubled up in this swim, so it's quite nice. We're having a nice social. But yeah, he had one this morning. I think last night he had a £40 catfish as well, so that was a bit of a pain in the arse, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, he had a lovely, I think he's got a 27 mirror in the net, so we'll try and catch some video of that in a minute. But yeah, the rods are out fresh. I've redone them the first light this morning. 50 baits over each rod, and yeah, let's see what the day brings. I think today's meant to be a better day for like weather wise, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get that kettle on and see what happens.
After sadly losing that fish, we got the rod back out on the spot, hopeful for another bite, but sadly the rain started to fall.
So we're just going to run you through the rig that I've been using throughout the session. First of all, it's a nice simple rig. Don't really like to overcomplicate it, but yeah, nice and simple. First of all, I'm using like a stiff filament like hook link material that is crimped at one end, and then at the other end I've just done an old white knot just to attach a bit of supple braided hook link. Then I've got a little bit of putty over the knot, and then I've just got a little tungsten kicker, just so it turns the hook really nice and quickly, and then just a little D on the back of that, and then micro ring swivel, and then a nice nutcracker wafter on top of that. That's been doing most of my bites on this session so far. So yeah, that's what the rig I'm using. There you go, you should be done, Nick on. How about that? 54.6.
54.6.
I was getting a bit worried because they were all down there and I weren't getting a bite, and George over in the other corner was absolutely smashing it as per usual. So I re-chucked it, just made sure that everything was perfect. Chucked it back out, chucked another 20 baits over the top. Bosh. We're just about to go and have a few beers, and yeah, happy days. Boys, jump in. Jump in.
Come on.
Happy days. George is currently playing one, so as soon as he's back we'll grab a few shots. I'm sure we'll have some celebratory beers, yeah?
Yeah, mate, definitely. Fish showing everywhere as well, so it's definitely on the cards tonight.
Cool. Well done, mate.
Let me quickly. Yeah?
Yeah, right there. Sick.
Are they?
Just check you happy with them. See, you can't really fucking see the.
Yeah, they're sick. Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah.
They're really good, them last ones.
Right, Sutton?
What?
No, you got one small bucket.
Nah, Sutton, this is a PB, bro.
Yours was a PB.
Getting the old buckets in. Let me adjust it to like the couple. Are we just in one bucket?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Connor, you ready? Just go for one. I'm doing the one shot thing. I'm just gonna go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom.
I got some weed with that as well.
Ash Bradbury fuming, mate. Connor on the head. Yeah.
Why the fuck is it not working?
Get the pussy in.
Oh, yeah. No, we're done. Oh boy. Go on, Sam.
There we have it. Well done, mate.
Give us a hands up then, Sutton. Oh my god.
Son.
Let's have it.
As we awoke on day 5, we were greeted with much better weather, and it didn't take long for my first bite to come.
Well, another one. There we go. Oh. How about that? First one this morning. Just about to reel in and go to the shop just to grab a few supplies, and yeah, it's rattled off. I'm not going to weigh it. I reckon it's about 22 pound maybe, but yeah, nice way to start the morning. I think we're going shopping about an hour, so I'm gonna slip this one back and get the rods back out hopefully catch another one before we go to the shop. Happy days. Well, it's been very hot today. Not a lot has really happened. We've noticed quite a lot of fish well, most of the stock have been on the surface. We've even tried fishing on the top. They don't really fancy taking a mixer. I think just fish in France in general don't really like taking mixers, but started cooking dinner, and as per usual, it has been the last couple of nights for a few of us. The rod's rattled off. It scared it, like, you know, it made me jump. Weren't really expecting it, because obviously some of the fish are still mooching around on the top. So yeah, I weren't really expecting a bite. Leant into it. It was just kiting and kiting and kiting. Managed to get it back, and then it got into a little bit of weed that was in the edge, and sadly the hooks just pulled straight out, which I was a bit gutted about, but it happens obviously. But yeah, they're still showing down in the corner like they were last night and the night before, so hopefully, fingers crossed, something might happen tonight. Rod's back in position, another 50 baits over the top, little nutcracker wafter on over the top of that. But yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe something will happen. Maybe as soon as the sun is just going behind the trees now, so maybe as soon as that drop, it might spur him on to feed. George on the other bank, he's normally been tearing it up by now. He's normally had about 3 or 4 by now, but even he hasn't had anything today. So yeah, I think it's a completely different today to what it's been like the last couple of days we've been here. Over the last few days, obviously it's rained. So yeah, maybe as soon as that sun dips down, it gets a little bit cooler, the fish might be tempted to go down onto the bottom, but we'll see. Hopefully tonight I might have a few. But yeah, let's finish off cooking dinner, and hopefully carp won't be too far away. As we woke up on the penultimate morning, seeing fish bosh in and around the areas, we knew it wouldn't take long to get our first bite. Well, I managed one last night. Sadly, Big Fish Thursday didn't live up to its name, but oh well. But I managed this one about an hour ago. It was quite quiet last night. I think I had a take about 2 o'clock. I see it, and it was a large catfish. Luckily it fell off. So, but oh well. I managed to scrape a 30, so I'm happy with that. So that will do. Yeah. They're still there, they're still showing over me, they're still bubbling up, so hopefully now I've got the rod back out, it might go again. But yeah, it's very lively. Rest. It's not a bad one for this morning. Well happy with this one. Proper dark, high back, lovely. But yeah, same tactics as it has been all week really. Double 15. It's obviously started on the single nutcracker wafters, and then it migrated to the double 15 mil watt baits, and yeah, that's been doing the do the whole week. Good 200 baits over the top, but have a look at that. Let's get some pictures of it and slip it back. After slipping that lovely mirror back, I got the shout from Connor that he had one in the net, and he said it was an absolute banger.
so I thought I'd give you a little update of what's going on. It's been a bit quiet today. After those 3 fish this morning, nothing much really happened. I think Connor managed to sneak one down in the corner towards where, like sort of where I've been catching my fish on, but sort of a little bit further down, right in the corner. I think he caught it from like 2 or 3 rod lengths from the bank. That was quite hair rating. No, we were in the swim when he had the take, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, tonight big fish Thursday, and also we didn't plan it, we didn't know anything. We planned this a year in advance. We didn't really look, but it's a full moon tonight, so fingers crossed for a big one. I know a few of the boys have had quite a few big fish on full moons, but yeah, what's really happened today is not really a lot. Obviously, as soon as Connor had that one out the corner, we started the drone up. We saw loads of fish, absolutely loads of fish, just cruising around on the top in pods of 20s and 30s, and there was some big old grass carp in there as well, and we see some big old carp as well. But yeah, hopefully tonight, fingers crossed, something will happen. But I've gone with something a little bit different. If it works, I'll show you. If it doesn't, I'll probably end up showing you anyway. But yeah, it's something that you don't really see a lot. Obviously, this morning's 3 fish, they come on 2 15mm bottom baits straight out the bag, over about 1.5 kilos of nutcracker 14s as well. So I've done exactly the same tonight. I've repeated the process, and now the temperature's starting to cool. The fish are starting to show again, thank God. So yeah, fingers crossed something happens tonight and something special comes along. But yeah, tonight it's wine and cheese night, so I'm gonna have a few glasses of wine, a few bits of cheese, I think we've got a few bits to put on the barbecue as well. So yeah, let's go and enjoy that, and fingers crossed something happens this evening. As we went into the evening, me and Connor decided to go around and have a little social with George and Alex on the opposite side of the lake and have a famous wine and cheese night. And what a night it was. But it wouldn't be a night unless it was interrupted by big carp.
Come on! Bash!
Go!
Oh, easy on the glass. Glasses are down. Right, hey!
Chicken wine like kicking off.
Went off, mate. Alright, check this out. So.
Hopefully a big fat carp.
How many bosses? So, enjoy me today at this French lake. Rock hard it is, not many fish. My mates had 30. I've had 15. The other mates had 14. And the other mate said, is he my mate now? Can I call my mate?
I'd say, yeah.
He's had 7.
My mate.
But yeah, so pretty hard if you ask me.
I can't believe Connor's got the biggest one in the lake. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, my fish is
It's just what I do. That's a nice fish, mate.
Yeah.
I actually feel a bit harsh that they've cut your line.
Oh, would he have woken up? No, because the fucking alarm weren't on.
Leave that there.
Oh.
Where you have a little fucking distance the whole time.
Spot on.
Coming in, Gok.
Yeah, I'm coming in, mate.
Mate, wrinkly old boy.
Oh. There we go. Productive night's fishing.
Good week in France, mate.
Well, yeah, great week in France. Let's get these two back. And I've got a little bigger one in the net. In the sling, sorry. Waiting to be photographed.
A little bigger one.
That's interesting.
Who's got a little bigger one?
Who's got the little? Right, get that one out. Get some stills of this one for Connor.
Yeah, this is So we're just going to run through the rigs that we've been using here this week at Givenchy. First of all, at the start of the week I sort of started with sort of like a light scattering of boilies, nutcracker in 14mm, and then to match it, obviously we're well past spawning now, don't really like to fish with bright pop-ups and stuff at this sort of time of year. I like to match the hatch mainly, so yeah, I used a little nutcracker wafter, size 4 short curve hook, a nice kicker, a big blobber putty, and then as the actual material I use like a stiff filament with a little bit of braid at the end, sort of like a multi-combi rig style thing, just so I can whip the hook on as quickly as possible after every fish. Yeah, that obviously started to get me most of my fish at the start of this session, but as the sessions progressed, obviously they've been eating a lot of boilies and stuff that we've been putting out, so I sort of moved over to a little bit something a little bit different. Same rig, exactly the same, the stiff filament, the bit of braid, the medium curve hook in size 4, and then I've just moved to 2 14mm straight out the bag nutcracker boilies. That's just, they've been eating so much of it out there, and this, I like to use this just to pick out those bigger fish. It didn't obviously start off the way I planned it to, because the sheer numbers of fish that have been feeding out there in the mornings have just been insane. So yeah, obviously I had a few 20s, a couple of doubles, and obviously throughout the week the fish, the start of the week, the average size of fish was very good, but as we've gone through the middle part of the week, they sort of dipped down a bit. We were getting a lot of 20s and like 18, 19 pounders, which is great. It's great sport just to keep the rods going. But then obviously sort of like towards the end of the trip, we've been getting obviously the bigger fish. Obviously I had a lovely 54 pounder, of a few 40s. We've still got a night to go, so you never know, something might happen. We're just going to pop off to the a sports bar now, just to get away from the lake, just to have a little bit of a social time with everyone. Obviously we've got 2 on this bank, the other 2 on the other side, so obviously we're going to join up. We're going to go for a few beers, have a few games of pool. I think there's a few other bits there we're going to have a little go at. So yeah, just go out. It's Friday, have the last day, and have a little bit of a social. Come back this evening, get the rods out. It's been a bit like offish during the day. The fish have been cruising around on the top, but that's about it. But I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to go in with exactly the same rigs of what I've been doing throughout the week. I think I haven't really had many bites on this, the back end of the week, so I think I'm going to be putting 3 rods out on the double 15s. Yeah, that's what's been going on. That's how I've been catching them this week. Might even switch it up on one rod tonight, just to see if we can get that last minute big. And no one's been using pop-ups really, so I might make up a nice hinge rig just to maybe sneak out that bigger fish just before we go. So yeah, let's head down to that sports bar, have a little bit of a social, have a little bit of fun, have a few beers, and then obviously head back this evening to get those rods out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the last night can throw up something a bit special. as we went down the road just into the little village to a nice little pub. And after having a few beers, Alex had to jump up on the stool and write on the wall of fame.
Your pen, they're behind you. What's it really home now?
You played as a professional before then?
After a few games of pool and a few people showing themselves up on the punching bag, we got back to put the rods back out for the final evening. As we awoke on the final morning, we were hoping that the lake would give us one last treat before we left. What a way to finish the week. Beast of a common on the last morning. Well happy with this one. It's been a great week with the boys. Loads of beers, loads of barbecues, and of course loads of carp. I'd like to thank Chris at Marne Valley Carp-fisheries. He's been a great host. Yeah, couldn't have asked for anything better. So let's slip this one back and get on our merry way, because we need to be off ourselves. We've got a 4-hour journey home. Yeah, what a way to finish.